everything is possible in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And they were right by this, as we now surely know that Avengers Endgame wasn't an endgame at all. Since 2019, there were lots of rumors about the next Avengers movie. And not only for the movie, the most important thing was the main villain of the movie. And now we know that it will be Kang the Conqueror. So here's what we know about this guy that will cause lots of trouble in MCU's future. As we said, there were many guessings about the title of the possible Avengers 5 movie. Pretty much anyone versed with Marvel's work placed Thanos in the past. And for months, there was only one name that supposes to replace the mighty antagonist from Avengers Endgame. Finally, we know for real that it will be the supervillain who appeared in the first season of the Disney Plus series, Loki, in the episode For All Time Always. His name is Kang the Conqueror, or as he's known by his alternate version, He Who Remains. If you are hearing about this guy for the first time, we assure you, you must be prepared, as he might be something else, something that Marvel fans haven't seen until now. Kang is a time traveler and one of the biggest opponents of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. His first appearance was back in 1964 in the Avengers comics. This mighty antagonist is resistant to radiation with a genius level of intellect and highly advanced battle armor. He's a guy with many identities in the comics. You can find him by the name Ramatut, Immortus, and Iron Lad. Before appearing in Loki, Kang had a huge history in comic books, and he has also appeared in many Avengers animated series like Avengers United They Stand, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Avengers Assemble. In 2009, Kang was ranked as IGN's 65th greatest comic book villain of all time. After you hear everything, you'll be sure that he deserves a better ranking than this. How powerful Kang is speaks of the fact that he is an expert historical scholar and a master physicist, engineer, and technician. In the comics, he was armed with 40th century technology, wearing highly advanced battle armor that enhances his strength. Also, he has 30-day supply of air and food, and he's capable of controlling other forms of technology. Thanks to his time-traveling ship, Kang has access to technology from any century, and he once claimed his ship alone could destroy even the moon. So we can say thank you, Loki, for bringing in this actor. Kang is the perfect antagonist for Marvel, and a character with so much potential that Marvel could benefit a lot in the future. We are sure now that the studio has big plans for Kang in Phase 5 and Phase 6. He will have his debut in 2023's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But this will only be the start of what's next. The movie where he will show up with his full potential will happen in 2025, when the 5th installment of the Avengers is set to release, and it's called Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. But let's go step by step and try to elaborate on Kang's role in both movies. And you should hit that like button below the video. Yes, both the next Marvel movies where Kang will have the main word have their release date. The 3rd installment of Ant-Man and the Wasp will have its premiere on February 17, 2023, and it will be the first movie in Marvel's Phase 5. As for the 5th installment of The Avengers, it will be part of Marvel Phase 6, and it is planned to be released on May 2, 2025, as the second movie in this Marvel phase. Marvel's head chief Kevin Feige announced Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars at San Diego Comic-Con in July of this year. Both movies will serve as the conclusion to Phase 6 of the MCU. Feige later stated that the Russo brothers won't return to direct the movies. Shortly after his statement, it was revealed that destined Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings in 2021, will sit in the director's chair for the Kang Dynasty. The common thing between Avengers 5 and Ant-Man 3 is that Jeff Loveness has written the screenplay for both movies. The mighty time traveler in both movies will portray Jonathan Majors, who already played He Who Remains in the Loki TV series. Majors has proven that he is the right name to be the main villain in many other Marvel projects. The actor is preparing for the premiere of the biographical war drama Devotion in November, and after Ant-Man 3, Majors will also play a role in one of the most anticipated movies for 2023, Creed 3. We already know the full cast crew that will accompany Majors in Ant-Man 3, but we still don't know who will follow him in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. 2025 is very far right now, so we'll have to be patient until any other cast crew members will be revealed. However, we can guess that Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange and Tom Hiddleston's Loki will cross paths with Kang in Avengers 5, but this is based only on rumors right now. Now, let's find out more details about this supervillain and what will be his role in both upcoming Marvel movies. Kevin Feige has already teased Kang as a villain. He said that he loves Kang because he is very different from Thanos. He is completely different. It's not just about there's a bigger purple guy with a helmet. That's not what Kang is. He is a very different type of villain. And the fact that he has many different characters is what's most exciting and what most differentiates him, told Feige for Comic Book. If you remember the story from the comic, the Kang dynasty that ran from 2000 to 2001, then you know what he's capable to do. Here, Kang takes over the Earth by destroying the United Nations, and then he teamed up with a whole roster of villains, including Eternal's foes, the Deviants, and the underwater armies of Atlantis. He will go into the future to see how the Avengers may stop him, and after this, he will come back to the present to make you hit that subscribe and ring bell buttons below the video. No, really. He will come back to the present to destroy the Avengers' plans for defeating him. So, if this is the main scenario for Avengers 5, you can see that it will be very hard for the Avengers to deal with this guy. And maybe this won't be the last time that they will see him. We can expect many things to be connected between these two movies, because Ant-Man is a member of the Avengers, and many things that will happen in Ant-Man 3 could reflect the scenario and the action in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. According to the actor, Kang in Ant-Man will be much more different from his version in the Loki series. The character is different, so you move a different way. My psychology has shifted because of the character. He's just a different guy. He who remains is not an Ant-Man, it's Kang, said Majors. The first trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was presented during the D23 Expo. The trailer not only featured Jonathan Majors as calm and controlled, but it also presented Kang's new superpower. At the end of the trailer, we saw footage where Kang informs Paul Rudd's Scott Lang by saying to him, "Something has been stolen from me, and you are the only one who can get it back." Even though Kang is keeping Scott's daughter, Cassie Lang, captive, Scott will resist the proposal for the heist. This will result in him being violently slammed up against a wall with tremendous impact by Kang's hand. So, since Kang was able to move Scott without touching him, we can presume that the new Marvel supervillain possesses the power of telekinesis. We don't know if Ant-Man and the Wasp will manage to deal with Kang in Quantumania, but we can guess that the battle with the mighty time traveler will continue in the Kang Dynasty. As for this movie, at this point, we can only predict who from the Avengers team could appear in the movie. Besides Doctor Strange, Loki, and again Ant-Man, and the Wasp, we could see Scarlet Witch, Captain America, Daredevil, Moon Knight, Wong, and even maybe all of the Marvels. There's still to go, but we can be sure that Kang will be the most powerful antagonist that has ever appeared on the big screens. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.